Do you think you could out-Ken Ryan Gosling?
I don't know if anybody's out-Kenning that guy.
I don't know. Do you have your Kenergy going?
I don't have enough Kenergy to out-Ken Ryan.
A spectacular artist to work with and collaborate with, as well as a wonderful friend and just a lovely person to be around.
Nice to meet you. I really like the film.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to start asking, Emily, this is your first time working with Nolan, and Matt, you were in Interstellar,
yes.
But this is a much bigger role than that was.
Thank God.
So, what's on Nolan's
You're just
set
creeping
like?
your way up to the lead part, right?
Well, like
slowly.
Cillian
It
did, right?
took Cillian like
took him
6
20
movies.
years.
Yeah, 20
no.
years. I'm
So,
ready.
Listen.
What's on Nolan's set like, and how does it compare to your previous experiences in big budget films?
I mean, the Nolan set it's the least chaotic set you will ever be on. All of that noise just kind of drifts away into the background, and I'm sure Chris must have been dealing with a storm of things and issues and problems every day, none of which you're aware of. It's just, he is a hurricane talent, but it's encased in a very calm exterior, and he's a dream. Really.
Yeah, if you're on a Chris Nolan set, you know that the script is going to be great. The role is going to be interesting.
And he's going to catch you.
And he's going to totally take care of you.
Yeah.
Because he really prioritizes it. He understands it. He understands how to communicate what he needs. He knows what he needs, and he puts his actors in a position to
win.
This is the first time you played the lead in a Nolan film?
Yeah.
After many collaborations in the past. So,
Yeah.
what's your process like with him, and how much different was it this time around since you're such a big part of the movie?
Well, I was on set a lot more. I worked really, really closely with Chris for about 6 months before we actually started working, and I flew over and back to Los Angeles a lot doing, camera tests, makeup tests, costume tests the whole time, and working very closely with him on the physicality, on the voice, on the look.
I never had the chance to work with him as a lead, and on Oppenheimer I got the opportunity to call him up and say, this is the one, you'll get to take center stage, and you're going to have to carry the audience with you through this very, very challenging story. But he was up for it, and in all the time I've known him, he's only grown as an artist. He's only sought to challenge himself and improve himself.
So it was a really, really close collaboration, much closer than I had done previously.
He's just a spectacular artist to work with and collaborate with, as well as a wonderful friend and just a lovely person to be around.
I love how the movie kind of skirts the biopic conventions by using an unchronological approach, and to say nothing of the more abstract aspects of it. So was that a conscious effort? How did you decide on your angle?
Well, I've always had an interest in genre and the way in which different genres inform how you approach something creatively. In the case of what you referred to as the biopic, interestingly, it's a genre that almost doesn't exist. If somebody takes on a life in film, whether it's Lawrence of Arabia or Citizen Kane, whatever, if that succeeds, it's no longer a biopic. Right. It becomes something else, an adventure story or a drama or whatever. So in the case of Oppenheimer, to me, I always tried to view his story first and foremost as a thriller, as a psychological thriller. I wanted to be in his head. I wanted to understand that particular energy that he sees and feels in the quantum world that he then extrapolates into this weapon of mass destruction. I wanted to be on that journey with him and go through all of the twists and turns of that story with him.
Right, so one thing that struck me watching the film was how charismatic, vivacious, even kind of catty Oppenheimer could be. So that's not something we usually associate with scientists.
Yeah.
So do you think there's something of a rock star about him? How did you build that personality?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think he was kind of unique. He was, he was polymathic. He was very, very charismatic. Women adored him, and I think he kind of knew that, and he played into that, consciously. I think he kind of used it. Even the way he presented himself, with the pipe hat, and it was all very conscious.
Theory will take you only so far.
I'm sorry, guys, but this is the obligatory Oppenheimer Barbie question.
Okay.
So
it's not obligatory.
Okay.
We don't mind.
Since so much has been made about these two movies premiering together, let me ask you both. if Greta Gerwig calls someday, would you be willing to play a Barbie or a Ken in Barbie 2?
I'd do anything with Greta
I'd do
Gerwig.
anything
She's
with Greta
a great
Gerwig,
director,
yeah.
and I wish her well and her movie well. And
Do you think you could out-Ken Ryan Gosling?
I don't know if anybody's out kenning that guy.
I don't know. Do you have your Kenergy going?
I don't have enough Kenergy to out ken Ryan.
Would I play a Ken in Barbie too?
Yeah.
You know, sure. Yeah. Well, let's read the script. Let's have a conversation. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the movie. I think it's great for cinema. You know, they've got all these great movies happening this summer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Ben Affleck and I grew up going to 2 movies every weekend. You know what I mean? There's no problem with going to 2 movies. That's good for all of us, and it's good for our business.
So good for our business. It's so
like,
good for the theaters. It's like, we're thrilled.
Coming out of COVID, like, let's just go to a double feature, go 2 days in a row.
I think anybody who cares about movies has been desperately waiting for the last few years for there to be a crowded marketplace with a variety of movies, and thank goodness it's come. You know, I think all of us who care about movies are very happy about that.
And keep the gifs and the memes coming. We love it. We think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Nice to chat.